The Trader Cobb Crypto Show, talking business in blockchain.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Trader Cobb Crypto Show. It's a bit of red out there today, which isn't, look, it is what it is. I mean, I suppose what needs to be said is that the 4-hour trends tend to be something that are quite important when it comes to crypto. Now, we haven't got the strongest of 4-hour trends just yet when we're looking at Bitcoin, but I'm seeing one or two things. Right now, we have had a 1, 2, 3, 4 strong days to the upside, and today's really our first down day at the moment. Okay, so it's down at the moment on Bitcoin, 1.86%. It is down, but we have seen a pretty strong run up from roughly 6,200 to about 6,800 over the space of those 4 days. Now, I know a lot of people are quite antsy, quite nervous when it comes to this market, and a lot of people are talking about the market having big falls. I don't really know why. There's nothing to suggest that in my eyes just yet, not unless we break down to new annual lows. Then I would suggest that, yeah, a fall of 3,000 is possible. But we're not there yet, so, you know, it's just about watching and waiting and just acting upon what we see. Of course, if you know how to short, then there might be some opportunities around for you. If you don't, well, you haven't got any choice, so you just got to suck it and see, hang on, and basically wait. So I wouldn't want to be in that position. I want to be able to move around the market as the market does what it does. Now, Bitcoin, we have lower highs and lower lows on the 4-hour. If we break down through what's the low there, 6,680, then yes, we probably will see a little bit more selling. Now, if we do close bearish today, which we very likely will do, you know, a breakdown through that bearish candle would certainly, you know, look pretty average or good for the bears. Now, of course, what we've got to realize we're grappling with here is the weekly time frame. Okay, when I look at Bitcoin on the weekly, if you recall, recently I've been saying that if you're not across most of my socials, you're missing out on a lot of content. I've been saying that, you know, when we break the high of a weekly candle, we have seen, you know, a succession of weekly candles move to the upside. You know, case in point, I mean, back when was it? Back in April, we saw about, you know, we were roughly around, what was it, the high of that candle, the low of that candle was 6,400. And then after a few weeks, when we broke the high, we kept moving up. We went up to 10,000, so a $4,000 move more or less. Then the next time we broke the high of the weekly candle was back on the 25th of June. We went from, well, I'll just go with the low of that candle, 5,800, to a high of 8,500. So again, a few $1,000 move. Each time the buying on the break has been lower and lower. It's been less and less. It's been pushing back into that cradle zone or just beyond it and then moving south once more. Now, I'm not suggesting that's going to happen this time because we just have to keep an eye on what's going on here. However, as we have been seeing, you know, we are in a position right now where if we do break above the high of 7,429, if we can maintain these most recent lows here of in this trend of 6,100, and I'm talking about the weekly candle, the weekly chart there, then we will have an uptrend. Of course, now if we do break down, bearishness will be there also. So it's very much in the position of just totally sideways in the big picture. That's why I'm not so frantic or worried, I suppose, when it comes to you know, looking at the direction up in our face right now. If we look at Ethereum, it's still very overextended on the weekly. It has moved up a little bit, a tiny bit. If we look at the 2-day as well, it is back in that cradle zone, but we do have that uptrend on the daily. Across the top 10 now, I mean, Ethereum is down 6%, Bitcoin down 5%, EOS is also down 5%, Cardano, and EOS is still in an uptrend. Cardano is also down 7%, but just sort of holding up there. It's had a pretty good run up, to be honest with you. Stellar Lumens is also having a nice little pullback, which may actually it may actually present some opportunities. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. A nice little pullback in the most recent run up. Neo, it's down 5%, but again, it's not doing a great deal. It hasn't been doing a great deal for quite some time. IO just had a bit of a pretty decent sort of a dip. It's down 8.5%, and look, honestly, it's just still very sideways, very grindy. Ripple's down 12%, but Ripple had a pump up to 80 cents. We're now at 49.50 cents, so that doesn't really come as too much of a surprise to me, as we often do see a massive run up and a very quick pullback on tokens when they pump. So finally, Litecoin down 6%, but still in an uptrend. So right now, I mean, there's definitely, in my view, no need to be concerned, no need to get worried, no need to freak out. It's just a matter of sitting back and waiting and seeing what goes on. And actually, you know what I'm doing? I'm not just sitting back and waiting. I'm actually looking for pullbacks here. You know, opportunity presents itself at strange times, and if there's a good uptrend or a downtrend for that matter, and you get those pullbacks, it can give you the opportunity at this moment in time for something like the crypto cradle to sneak in and give us a great opportunity to profit in the next move, whether that be to the upside or the downside. So guys, that's my kick on today. If you want to know how to support the show, please share this across your socials. Give it a rating in the app that you're listening to this podcast in, and also it'd be really great if you could leave a review if you like this show. Guys, have a fantastic day. Speak to you again soon. Bye for now.
The Trader Cobb Crypto Podcast is hosted by Craig Cobb. All Trader Cobb courses, products, and tools can be found at tradercobb.com because experience matters.